Previously on MajiinBae.
Big cat. Big cat. There we go. Everything dies. Please don't kill me. Is that a big ass cat? I have to win 6 more instead of 2. Are you fucking kidding me? Living Legends? Are you kidding me? Oh, let's go. Big cat. Big cat. Because our opponent, I think, is better suited to win this. They have the iterative. I don't have the iterative for like the big cat, right? And they have like a little bit bigger stuff. Oh, look. They have like aloof travelers and subpercival. I don't have that. I do, however, have Victor, which is like not the easiest to deal with, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to pull up my list just so I can have them side by side and see exactly what all the differences are. Opponent does not have fan club president, which I'm kind of like down with. I like having fan club president. I also have celestial trifecta, which is pretty big, and 2 copies of Summers to my opponent's 1. I don't really want to play Aphelios into anything, so I think I'll just pass here. Oh, there we go. That's a play.
Night flowers upon my blade.
If I play Aphelios, the question is, what do I take? And one of the possible takes is Gravitum to prevent us from immediately dying to a Vi. We'll see. Like the standard pick is like Crescendum, right? Or if our opponent plays something, it's Calibrum, but don't want him to die to Vi.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
Interesting.
Lunari,
You want to trade?
rise. You cannot
You do
hold
want
us
to trade.
down.
Okay, you have one. I have one.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
I am going to take Gravitum.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
Do you have Thermogenic Beam or Sump Fumes? Those are your only 2 ways to kill Aphelios. You do have it, and I don't have Pale. Unfortunate. Not super worried about the Aphelios right now. Like, we will deal with him in time. Oh, look. It's time. Time is now. Okay, this is important, though.
It's over now.
I like Cosmic Binding. I think that's a really good one. Decisive Maneuver can be good, but Cosmic Binding is really good.
Are you all online for tickets too?
9 of 10, so we're good to draw.
You dropped something.
Okay, you hit Hexbliterator, Hexbliterator, Hexbliterator. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We kill Aphelios.
Sorry.
I'll take my 2.
Really?
I mean, it sucks Hexbliterator got hit. That's like our Vi answer and Aphelios answer and stuff, but Bar is really good. It's like really, really good. Okay, sure. Push that damage. We get to go like Bar, and then we can like
Have you heard Zon's
Spaces Sketcher. If our opponent doesn't have Aftershock, it's kind of likely that they do, but even then, it's like that's their whole turn. I have like a dude and a card. They still have a gun. Boop. Another 1-drop. Not good at all, but you know, whatever. Just don't blow it up right now. Let me do stuff. Nice. I get to cast cards.
Younger than I thought.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Financier is really good. We're like kind of out of value. We don't really have much. We have like Big Cat, but
progress.
Our opponent is able to possibly deal with a big cat / make their own, which is rough. I want doggo, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
pretty
again,
sparkle
we're just going to
fly.
try to value now. Like, I think ours values quite well. We have the extra sunburst to like fight a long game. We have Victor, who's just really, really, really good. Oh man. Let's cast some cards. Guiding Touch. Pale Cascade? No. Just that one then, I guess. Yeah, and then I'll dog. We could see Vi, which I'll just grab at her. Still just digging. Still just digging here. Another bar is like very good for us, right?
Vi
Stands for violence. Yep, here's grabbing him. We are gonna have to just like open Sunburst this Vi because we don't have Hex Splitterator anymore.
Fine.
Don't really care. Yeah, so it's looking like Sunburst into probably Financier. Now the good thing about this is that it gives me like I don't have to worry about cat. Like there's cat plus iterative and that would kill me, but other than that I don't actually have to worry about cat for a while. And I'll probably look to find something that like kills cat on this too, or something that gives us like an insane advantage, right? Progress Day, Glorious Evolution. Glorious Evolution is probably the single best one to hit. Cycling. Like, and this does only buy us a turn, right? Which isn't fantastic. 6 cards, 6 cards, 6 cards. Still gonna cast this. Am I? I could just get him with this and then Pale. No, we'll cast this. Glorious Evolution, baby. I think that's better than Celestial Impact. Glorious is so good. We can just cast it next turn. Now, if we still had Bar, it'd be like fucking nuts. Our opponent, I believe, is farther, like quite a bit farther from Big Cat than we are. Because we had like Bar plus this stuff. What up, Victor? Welcome to the show, man. Oh my god. You lucky son of a bitch. I thought I was going to be the only one who played Glorious Evolution. That's so funny. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. This is peak Legends of Runeterra, right? What's this? 2 damage plus 1. We'll Pale here. Goat. What do they have that kills Victor? 1 Sunburst, 1 Hex Splitterator? Well, at that point, I might as well just start, like, just casting Victors and be like, deal with this. Especially because I might be able to cast Victor and Pursuit of Perfection in the same turn. Ah, Sketcher. That sucks.
Silk paint is just accidental art.
Because that makes our kitty cat worse, right? Ooh, nice. Good value. They caught up. They caught up on value. Now, we do have, like, Progress Day, but this is also a way to, like, cheese out our own cat or cheese away their cat, right? We have a weird game going on here, honestly. I'm going to be real with you. Dustbringer. Okay, let's go. Victor.
The time of machines is
The time of machines is now. He counts himself for created cards. Mm-hmm. Pretty expected. Let's do this. Charger. 16. 8 costs 6, so I could Progress Day right now. Don't think that's the line. I don't have great removal except for this, which is not fantastic. A bar, huh? Do I kill them? Do I kill them? Can I kill them? Iterative still only costs 1, but I could stun it, right? Like I could stun their cat out of the way. And they took this with Spacey, so I should have the win here. I should have the win. Shoot something, shoot something, shoot something, shoot something. I don't care. Shoot the charger. 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 Come on. Come on. Let's go. Huge.
Night flowers upon my
Doesn't
blade.
matter, but if they somehow have a way to deal with this, like maybe I'm miscounting the number of like celestial cards or something, but I don't think I am. I would need to know. Yeah, big cat, big cat. Yeah, God, that card's so sick. I can't believe we glorious evolutioned each other. That's so funny. I mean, that card's just the nuts in the mirrors, like in the bar mirrors. It's so good.
It's over 9.
Oh, all right. Well, that's that. Now we have to beat another mirror E thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Double bar? Double bar. Do I want to keep fan club president too? No. I will keep double bar though. That seems insane. We just need like some units. A Vile Feast. Perfect. A spell to turn on Acorn would be nice. If we don't hit, like, I could turn on Vile Feast or whatever. I guess that's still fine, right? There we go. Boop. Do you have the answer? Do you have an answer? They're considering Thermo Beam. I'm calling it 100%. They have Thermo Beam and they're like, damn, do I really want a Thermo Beam? The only other option is Poro Cannon. If they had Zoe, they'd just play Zoe and block. Poro Cannon would be weird if, like, their hand's pretty good. They don't want to discard anything because discarding is just bad in these kind of matchups, right? Nice. We're in there. Like, just going down on value. Especially if they have, like, Mystic in hand and they're just like, well, I'll just wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. A lot of times I'll do, like, a Vial and block, but it gets some gem anyway, and I think I'm going to Ezreal. I don't care if the first Ezreal dies. We have 2 copies. I don't actually need him to win the game. Thermo? Yep, it's fine. Okay. We don't want to take too much damage, though, because we could just die to a... I should actually be counting the cards they cast. 1, 2. They've cast 2. Because of Cat, right? I'm going to cast these. Mostly because I'm not, like, I'm either doing this turn or I'm casting Drum Solo. And if I do this, I take less damage. And then I get to cast Flowed Drum Solo next turn, which is sick. Moonlight Affliction is very nice. 3. Should keep it a little notepad. I don't want to, like, focus on it too much because I don't want it to distract me from the game. They've cast 3 cards.
Problem. I'm your man.
We'll do this first. There's a chance we Piercing Darkness. I think the only thing that would make me do that is, like, Vi. Maybe. Because drums, like, Flowed Drum Solo is just so good here. Just shoot my Acorn. I don't care. Yeah, deal. Acorn did work this game. Wow. Look insane. We have the nice combo, which is after like our own bar and also aftershock. It's 4.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
I could just shoot him. I'm not going to. I'm gonna drum solo. Beautiful.
My plans.
Beautiful. I want to bank the mana too, because if I bank 3 mana, I can bar into aftershock even if they blow up my bar, because you can go Tellstones, pick aftershock in response. Yeah. And then aftershock still costs 3, so it's whatever. Submersible, huh? 5. That's what I'm gonna do. Bar. Raven. That's a big boy. Crescendum. Crescendum is not aftershock. That means I get to aftershock my opponent's bar, which is great news. Less stellar news. It's like 6. You know what? I'm just not gonna keep track. I'll go back and look through. I don't want to like focus into. Don't want to put too much of my focus into counting my opponent's cards, and then I just lose the game normally. Like, let's focus on winning the game first. It's really hard not to just cast second bar here. It's so hard. In fact, I think I just won't do that. I think I'll just allow myself to cast second bar and be like, deal with it. Woo! What a card. Actually, it's not that bad, because it's just a card I can just cast for Seraphine, right? It's not that bad. Glimpsy poo. Let's do this first. Don't really want any. I mean, another Seraphine's fine, I guess, right? What do we got here? 8? Wow, nice. Kindred, welcome to the party. All my miss rates are pumped. Are you scared yet?
Not you might, Joy.
Get on in there. Like, Aphelios is a problem, right? We are eventually going to have to deal with Aphelios. But we can do that very easily once she flips. And I even got an extra. I will Financier because it's free. Now we're just like, we don't want to lose the big cat.
Shut up when I can.
And we're just going to try to value them out. Whew. Yeah, that's pretty good.
If it's a people problem,
I'm your man. That will also level her. Sketcher. Opponent going wide. I don't know why I said it that way. Wide.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
You got it. No shifting sands? You sure? Looked like such a nice card. Kindred could be really good too. Dun, dun, dun. There's the gem. Sure. I would like this to be able to double, because then not only do I get to kill Aphelios and this, which are the ones I care about, but I also I get 2 copies of Seraphine shuffled into the deck, which is very good. So I think I will Time Trick, even though it's like I could double Time Trick if I did something else first, because I don't need all the cards from Progress Day. I think Fan Club's really good, actually.
Lights, stage, amp. All right, let's jam.
Yeah. Two, 1. How about that? Now, let's just watch out for cats. Big cats are big no-nos, and we have to remember that our opponent can have iterative improvement. Okay, they do get the ooh, and they keep him alive. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna not do anything about it. Don't particularly care. I'm gonna start banging in with Submersible in a second. Kindred.
never one
Without the other. What else you got? That's why we kept piercing darkness, baby. Yes, it's all coming up, Millhouse.
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows. Bring it. I ain't scared of your stupid little goat bowl thing.
Ooh, that's new.
Oh, we're gonna let that through. We'll just block here, and then I'll develop a submersible because I might want to open attack. It looks nice. So yeah, then we submersible, we open attack, we try to fan club president at some point, find something else that saves us from dying to big cat or whatever, right? Like that's basically what we're looking at here. Is like just don't fucking die to big cat. No, that helps. We love that. Now our opponent has 2 copies of big cat and 1 copy of Pursuit of Perfection. So if we don't die to those, we're in pretty good shape.
The hunt begins.
Also, here is 10 damage. Would you like to block? I could have actually gone for lethal here. Like, I could have gone
Go back.
Fan Club President or something, or Progress Day, and then just immediately, like, Moonlight and attacked, but I think that's too aggressive for no reason, especially after I drew the Vengeance. Right, like, we're kind of just vibing. You can go away now. Event Horizon, Catalyst. I mean, I'll take Event Horizon. Again, it stuns a cat. These things are important to me. And I'll probably just draw some cards. Pew, pew, pew. Pass good. Kindred levels. Hell yeah.
That was fun. Who will we
Kindred
chase now?
leveling means that if we don't immediately die to a cat, which we shouldn't. Now, opponent keeping Infernum, and I think that's really cute. Oh my god, hell yeah. Because you could big cat, and then if I silence, you can Infernum it. Or if I have something like that. But I'm just going to wait for them to attack. All right. We are... Oh, look, we have lethal. Huh. Okay. We saw our opponent cast Guiding Touch earlier in the game, so they have 1 more copy. Maybe that was the last game. I can't remember. I'm not going to like go for it unless I have to, or it's incredibly incentivized. Because we're already just going to kill them, right?
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
Oh, nice. We don't want that. It's pretty good for us, actually. Here's a bunch of damage. What are you going to do about it? Also, Kindred gets bigger for no reason. Can I fill the stack? I don't need to fill the stack. Are you dead? Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Double bar mirrors. Taking it down. You'll love to see it.
Woo, what a show.
What a show. Hey guys, this is me from the future. What happened is during this round, I went to the bathroom and I muted my mic and then I forgot to unmute my mic. So we're going to be dubbing over. Look, there's me in the past and here's me in the future. And I'm just going to be talking about my thought process. We're going to be doing it just like kind of a gameplay review more than anything else. The chat was delayed and I didn't even notice it until like the next day. This hand's pretty good against Ezreal Seraphine. Yeah, I don't want to keep Momentous Choice. I don't want to keep Combat Cook. I always keep Forsaken Buckeye. And then the question is whether I keep Kayn. Looking back at it, I would mulligan Kayn. I don't know if I decide to do that. It looks like I do. Because what I'm really looking for is Vayne. Oh, I decided to keep Combat Cook. Okay. Interesting. I think I would ship that. It's like good, but looking for Vayne is so important. Skip. No Cultist. No Vayne. I don't want him. What we're worried about is like not putting on enough pressure because eventually like the Ezreal Seraphine bar deck it'll just kill us, right? Especially if they get bar down. We draw Kayn, which is nice, but it sucks full passing turn 3. Like our opponent also just does nothing, but the problem is like they're fine with doing nothing. We're the deck that has to get aggressive here, not them. They have inevitability in the late game. I end up taking Fishawhack here. I think. But I believe Combat Reel is maybe the better choice. Just because the extra health, perhaps. But I don't know. This does get us 4 damage, so maybe it's fine. I also I like combat reel too much, and I know that about myself. So I try not to take it as often because I will pick it like every single time because I love getting back spell mana. We don't care about this. Like, sure, right? Whatever.
Want to show you something?
Our opponent decides not to give us back the overwhelm weapon, which I'm assuming they're just doing because they have like a flock in hand or static shock or something that they want to use, maybe even Blade's Edge on the combat cook, and they don't want to let me like the one of Culling Strike. They don't want to let me put. Hi, Quinn. You come up here. They don't want to let me put on a different unit. Hello. I was actually, right before I played Kayn, I was saying the only thing that like blows us out from playing Kayn is if we get hit by the one of Culling Strike, because I don't have Momentous, I don't have Riposte or anything, but I don't have like too many of them in the deck that I'm willing to wait to play Kayn, because if they don't have the one of Culling Strike, all of a sudden everything just gets a lot better for us, right? Unfortunately, they did. So they got to answer Kayn with like a tempo positive play and only using 1 card. Hi, Licky Lickerton. Yeah, I think I like same thing here. Just getting down combat cook. Pick Pot of Pain. I like to block.
Fighting food and cooking evil. Done. Switch those.
Unfortunately, the commentary is probably not as insightful or good as it would be while I was actually playing the game. Because while I was playing the game, I'm thinking through the decisions. And right now, Quinn, I will let you in a second. And right now, I'm just trying to like remember what was going on in the game. I do remember seeing that 0 mana deep men and going, "Oh no!" You can see it on my face. You can't, but I'm watching it right now, and our opponent got 0 mana deep men, and my face goes. It's like, "Ooh, yeah, this doesn't look very good."
No dessert. No.
But it's not the worst spot. Like, we should have something coming up at the top here that we predicted. As long as we draw some gas and our opponent doesn't have more removal, but their deck is all removal, so. Okay, Quinn. This is one of our better draws. I know I predicted it. Because it's basically 3 cards in one. It's the 3/5, it's Kayn on top, and it's the spell we generate, which is good because that means that like our next draw is something that actually matters, and we get a free card that could help us. Like sometimes you get a card that cycles or like creates more cards.
Time for a true display of skill.
Ezreal's pretty spooky though. You don't want to like just cataclysm into a flock if you can help it. Which is why I decided not to. I think, oh yeah, and I hit that one. I think I was basically like, if I play this, I could cast like Concerted Strike and basically guarantee Ezreal that Ezreal dies. They'd have to have like Disintegrate plus Blade's Edge plus Flock, like specifically those 3 cards to guarantee that Ezreal didn't die to that line. And even if they had those 3 cards, Ezreal doesn't get to cast a Mystic Shot, and they're like behind on tempo. So I'd be okay with that. A big 6/6 Overwhelmer, Kayn on deck, a lot of strike spells. I was feeling really good, and then our opponent cast Bar. Oh, 4 mana Bar. Yikes, right? Let's clear this out. Give us a decent open attack. I can't attack into Sentry, or I can't develop into Arachnoid Sentry. It's like so bad for us. So the plan is make this attack, open attack, try to sneak something through, right? Just try to kind of get there. And we burn Seraphine.
Worth noting.
Yep, that is, I believe all 3 copies of Ravenous Flock. No longer have to play around that, but that is brutal for us. Like, we don't want to see that, right? That is such an efficient way to get rid of our hand. Or, sorry, get rid of our board. Yeah, don't... Just kind of play Kayn. It's, like, fine. I think, looking back, I would Ambitious Cultist. But, yeah, perhaps going... Well, if our opponent wants to play Ezreal, I have Cataclysm. And it's the second copy of Cataclysm. I only have 2. So, it's possible our opponent would be more likely to play into it. Just kind of hoping we didn't draw the next one, right? And our opponent hit Plaza Guardian. Plaza Guardian off back Bar, which they get to cast for 0. What like an insane hit, right? I did not like seeing that. I will admit that. Another Kai is not very good because like now we've played the 3 cultist or whatever. We played the 3 cultist. Yep, easy Cataclysm. So I don't just get another Kayn or whatever. It's just a 1-drop. At this point, we're looking for like Vayne, Heedless Resurrection, Riposte. And we know they don't have Flock. They do have like Scorched. But one of the problems here this gets really weird in a second. One of the problems is that our opponent can just level up. They do have Scorched. Level up Ezreal, right? Which is not great. But if Kayn kills something, he heals back. It's over 9,000. Yep, supposed to use Furious Wielder first. It's over 9,000. So if Kayn kills Ezreal, he heals back up to full. Scorched Earth won't kill him. I know there's no Ravenous Flock in response. It's over 9,000 a lot. So you're just going to have to deal with it for a second. I know there's no Ravenous Flock coming because they're gone, right? All 3 are used. This is where it gets tricky. It's over 9,000. So, for all intents and purposes, this is Mystic Shot. It does 2 damage to Kayn. It also flips Ezreal. So now... what's going to happen is Kayn goes to a 3-2. He strikes Ezreal, does not kill him, and then dies to Scorched Earth. But even if I now have Kayn kill Ezreal, he doesn't. Yeah, he still does a Scorched Earth. Even if I get Kayn to survive, he doesn't kill Ezreal in combat. Whatever. So yeah, 2 damage. Kayn goes to a 3-2. Kayn strikes the 2-4 Ezreal. Kayn dies to Scorched Earth. It's over 9,000. If I strike Plaza Guardian, it's over 9,000. Like that. Sorry, that's Ezreal. If I strike Ezreal, then Ezreal dies, and then Kayn dies. Now I think perhaps what I was supposed to do was strike Plaza Guardian and kill Plaza Guardian. Kayn heals up to full. Kayn takes 2 damage. And then Kayn strikes Ezreal. The problem is with that line, my Kayn bounces to my hand. I get to replay him. However, Ezreal doesn't die, right? Our opponent still has Ezreal because Kayn only strikes for 3. He then hits us, and they get Mystic Shot. And with our opponent kind of low on cards, I was thinking that perhaps we could kill him here, right? Like, I could kill him before our opponent found lethal. This deck does have problems with card advantage. And then they had the Overwhelm Blade for Plaza Guardian, and they had the second Ezreal, so I get super mega punished. Perhaps a misplay. Like, I think it probably was a misplay, but I was thinking I could probably squeeze through the damage. And then, yeah, not killing, like, them having another Ezreal, Kayn dying, it was and the Overwhelm weapon, that was pretty bad. And then sputtering on top is not ideal for us, I would say. With leveled Ezreal on the board, not looking good for your boy. Yikes, more free stuff. I'm trying to think of ways that I'm not dead and can try to kill my opponent, and it doesn't look good. Because if I don't kill them right here, then their Ezreal kills me. But I can't push enough damage. Even if I overwhelm this guy, pump him, impact weapon the other guy, it's just not enough. That's only 3 damage. Not even accounting for what our opponent could have in their hand, right? So I thought maybe we can make Ezreal block. Maybe we play the other 2-1, we slap a weapon on it, we jam, we momentous choice. Maybe they get greedy with the block and we get them with a Noblify, right? Like that's our line to victory here. So that's what I decide to do. Unfortunately, we die, which is pretty fair. Like, opponent had a bunch of resources. Most of it cost 0. Like, we were very dead here. Yep, bink, bink, bink. All right. Moving on to game 2. So now we have to 2-0 Kayn Vayne. We have the attack token, which I think is really good in this matchup because you want to play Kayn on 5. And we have pretty good hand. A pretty good hand meaning I have Vayne. And then I have another cultist. I don't think I need to be super worried about getting blitzed out. Like, our opponent's 2-drops don't actually attack through Vayne. So I'm not incredibly worried about it. And if I draw a 1-drop unit at any point, I basically stabilize for free. And then, like, honestly, if we just like bank 3 spell mana and then go 3-4-5, we're chunky. We're like really chunky, whatever. Yeah, like 2/2 fearsome. I don't care, right? It doesn't do anything. Take my 2 damage, send it, bring it. Vayne on 3 is so good.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
Opponent has the blooming cultist. That's 2 cultists to my 0. So I don't want to tumble. I could like play combat cook or whatever and then tumble my opponent. I don't want to do that because it's really important that I play Kayn with mana up. If my opponent decides to like concerted strike or something, we need to be ready for that. And then if I just get to have my turn or whatever, we're going to kind of run him over. Yep. 4 mana means that the only possible thing we're really losing to here is like right, like a strike spell and then Kayn dies, but even then it's like not that bad because we still have this Vayne ticking down. I attack here because it's the safest. Gets around momentous choice and everything. Kayn hitting once is pretty good for us.
The better the trophy.
Yeah, so I decided to tumble, I believe, because what it does is it unlocks Condemn for us. And if the attack goes through, 1 mana Condemn makes it so that like we can just bounce Kayn to our hand while killing something, right? I could kill like the elusive cultist. It's not elusive yet. The flower one, I could kill that one while like their concerted strikes on the stack or whatever. Decided to let it go because our opponent's wasting a bunch of mana and we're really far ahead. Because now I have like much more options. I think I would have been fine had I just jammed it, but there's no reason to like force it when we're so far ahead, right? You can see in the chat over there that at this point I have been muted. Yep, down to pass. If our opponent attacks here, it's kind of whatever. Yeah, I could strike it, but at this point, like, again, we're so safe that it's like, why risk it, right? I do think at this point this is fine because, like, I have multiple ways to get Kayn to strike. through the attack. I have the Concerted Strike. I have Momentous Choice to try to keep him alive. And then even if Kayn dies, I can go like Combat Cook, slap a big equipment on him, start rallying with Vayne every single turn. She's going to flip, right? I'll have like a bunch of stuff to try to deal with Kayn. My opponent's Kayn, but he levels. And he won't yield. Rost is pretty much always the pick in this matchup. In your bad matchups, you should usually go blue Kayn. Like in matchups where things are just really, really big. This is like Leona matchups, concurrent timelines. Sometimes even feel like a field rush and stuff. You just go blue Kayn and you just try to attack twice and kill them. But in just about every other matchup, Rost is superior. I don't actually have to do anything to save Vayne. I can absolutely just let her go here. But I just get to do this for 1 mana. It's like so efficient. And if my opponent doesn't have it, they just like lose the game on the spot, right? If they don't have the Momentous Choice. If they do have it, my opponent is committing resources that they now won't have to try to stop my Rost. And if they can't stop Rost, I win the game every single time. And so I was completely happy to commit a little bit of resources with my Vayne to try to get them to commit back. You know, 4 cards in my opponent's hand, like... That was one thing that was unfortunate, I suppose. But not super worried about it. We have Concerted Strike. Transfusion was such a sick hit. Such a sick hit.
Worth noting.
Bow before me.
Vayne gets to level. Again, I mentioned that that's pretty insane. Especially with like Blooming Cultist, because you can usually get Blooming Cultist to deal like 5-6 damage per attack because of your weapons. And so if you just play Blooming Cultist and you have leveled Vayne, you just like attack once, take 6. Tumble, take 6. Like, and tumble again on their turn, take 6. Like, I do some stuff with Blooming Cultist in this this Worlds. I don't know if it had happened yet, but definitely stole me a game. Yeah, this is disgusting. This is so gross. Opponent single combats into my Kayn, gains me 2 life, and full heals him. And then he hits the 2-2. Full heals. Got there. Nice. Alright. So, it's now 1-1. We have one more matchup. It's Big Cat. Big Cat Targon Bar versus Vayne Kayn. Also, I made a Big Cat emote. Sounds fantastic. Like... The only questionable decision in that hand was whether or not I keep the entire hand or just mulligan Financier. And I decided to mulligan Financier because I really like finding Victor. And I think any kind of removal spell will be good. Like I have Sunburst, I have Thermogenic Beam, I have Hexpliterator. Like all that stuff's really good. And I didn't want to get too clunked down with just like dinky units and then just die to a Kayn that I can't deal with. I prefer not to slap those on the 2/2s if I can help it, because they're so good with like Blooming Cultist. But I totally get this because they're threatening like a bunch of damage with this attack. Grabbing's a pretty good hit. Crescendum's always safe. Decided to go with Crescendum. There's probably better, you know, Gravitum targets later. I can also go like Crescendum Calibrum and pick off the other Buru Cultist. Nice. We love free mana. All right, opponent gets Kayn on top, or sorry, in hand. Now what I can do is like, I probably want to like Gravitum Kayn because I don't want him to come after Aphelios or anything else. And if he does come after Aphelios, I want to make sure I have Pale Cascade up. I could do something like, if my opponent just Kayn's next turn, I could cast Aphelios Gifts from Beyond picking Gravitum and then cast Gravitum. This will also put Calibrum in my hand, I believe.
The killer remains.
Boop. Not surprised to see myself take that line. Or, in fact, it'll actually put whichever one I phase. My bad. Yeah, so it should put Crescendum back in my hand. I'm sad it's not Calibrum, but I'm happy my Aphelios is not dying. More mana equal good. I could Pale Cascade to save the guy, but I don't actually care about it. I just want the mana. The extra mana, because I can bar, and then I have more options. Thermo's a good card. Sump Works map. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, and here we go. This I feel like is a pretty, like, pretty easy, like, Pale Cascade. I can slap a Mystic Shot on Kayn whenever, and, like, maybe our opponent gets greedy and starts throwing some other stuff, right? Like, maybe they start with Momentous Choice to pump Kayn's power, and then I throw the high note at him, and then we just trade, and that's totally acceptable with me. Yeah. Looks like that's what happens. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I go for it. It'd be really weird if I didn't take that line. I feel like that's just definitely the line here every single time. Just realized that my camera is taking up a bit too much space. You can't quite see the attack token. I'll have to lower that. Anyway, killing Kayn's great. Like, our opponent could have Heedless... The things that we're scared of right now are Heedless Resurrection into second Kayn, or Vayne, basically. And then, as long as we don't die to Buru Cultist, we'll probably be okay. But Buru Cultist and also Blooming Cultist can deal a ton of damage, like I was just talking about when we played the Mirror. I take Destiny's Call because the other one doesn't do anything. And I think it'd be really funny to Destiny's Call something and then also Sumpworks map it. So I just have like a 12-12 elusive or something. But yeah, there's the Blooming Cultist. Spooky, spooky. It's a lot of damage. I don't like seeing that. Aphelios is back. What that means is Severum, basically. Right, I can get Severum, I can get Calibrum. And those should help me, like, not die. Not casting Destiny's Call because, don't really have the time for that. You bod! Nice, easy block here. Put it dead to any kind of Mystic Shot stuff. Now, I believe, yeah, I was going to say, my line would likely be to go Aphelios, Calibrum, into Severum. Try to gain a little bit of life. Yep. Looks like that's what I do. Very sad. And I can't like Guiding Touch to get the other gun because I have a Crescendum in my hand still, which has been really annoying. I really don't want it there. Some consideration to Thermo Beam the 3-2 Buru Cultist. I decided just to Crescendum. That's fine. We're just like watching that life total. So at this point, we're going to be really good at not taking any damage from like the board, right? Nothing on the board is going to really hit us because we have some removal in hand and we're 4 wide. Yo, Frozen Thrall. Now I'm a little spooked because now they have double Buru Cultist, which is pinging us for 2 each. And Vayne is going to let them attack a couple times. I could Thermo Beam there, or I could kill Vayne. I believe I decided to go with the Sunburst on Vayne because giving them an extra free attack is just not worth it. Mostly because I can't actually kill like Ja Rule, the 4-3 challenger, whatever his name is. I just think it's funny to say Ja Rule. Guiding Touch for a little bit of information. Super cool star chart for a little bit of information. Crescent Strike looks insane here. It's actually not that good. It really isn't because our opponent only needs to attack with like one thing. And like I said, they're really not going to be able to squeeze through any damage. Here's the tumble. We take our block. We take 2 still. Stupid cultist. And then I get to play the doggo for free and kill Vayne. At this point in the game, we're just looking for Big Cat. Because our opponent is stone cold dead. Stone cold dead to Big Cat. They just don't have like any way to actually deal with the card once it's on board. Now again, I am scared of these Buru cultists. Free damage is not dope. Hey, what up, Victor?
We are surrounded.
You're surrounded.
Do you see?
I love his voice lines. I don't know why. I just really like the way they sound. They're so cool. So I just keep the cultist back. I think that's smart. I think you only slam with draw rule if you're our opponent. Losing the Buru cultist means you're just never getting any extra damage in. Ever. Unless you have another elusive and you think you can make it work. Like, I have 7 cards in my hand or whatever, right?
Things lay inside.
I shoot the 2/2 over the 3/2 tough because it's more important to me that my opponent just doesn't get another like jaw rule. Vayne off the top, not ideal. Gonna be honest with you. However, I have a trick up my sleeve. And it's kind of funny to watch me like think about this. Thinking, deliberating. Look at that. Look at that concentration on my face. I'm trying to convince myself that Destiny's call into Acorn is a bad line. I'm sitting there and I'm going, this is wrong for some reason. I just don't know what it is. And finally I decide it can't be wrong. It's double face. I decide it's totally fine. Nothing could go wrong here. And yeah, I play the 9/9. The 9/9 Acorn. If we can deal with the Buru cultist and the Vayne, we should be free and clear. Because we know the rest of our opponent's hand. There's no elusives in it. And then if they play an elusive later, I have Thermo Beam. You don't want to drag the 3/3. Okay, drags the 9/9. Do you see? The attacks outside of the free one from him look so bad. Our opponent agrees. They take their free attack. They get one more, puts me to 7. Now we've seen a lot of cards here, so at this point I'm thinking, okay, I can go for the 2-turner, right, with Acorn, or I can look to hit a Big Cat. I don't like the 2-turner because it doesn't like end the game right away, and you know our opponent has Vayne. They have Buru cultist or whatever. It's like we could lose here. So start with Victor. Make things cheaper. Some things. He's also just a giant threat. The only thing that actually pings us from Tumble is Buru cultist itself at this point in time. Rip it. Rip the progress day. I know you want to. I know you want to draw a Big Cat. Come on. Come on. Boop. Boop. Bing. Big Cat off the Heezy. 3rd card. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't got to do it now. I don't have to do it yet. I should have just done it. I should have just done it. But I was like, okay, if I kill the pinger, I can't possibly die. Because I have Hex Obliterator and everything, right? That actually ended up, like, being much larger than I had expected.
Clumsy design.
decide the 9/9 elusive is better than Victor, and I stand by that. I wish I'd just ripped the cat though. Like it was lethal, right? It was lethal. Like that was clearly just a misplay. It was my attack token. All I had to do was play cat and kill them. I think I just didn't see it. I think I'd like, cause I had 3 mana after Progress Day, and bar discounting the cat spell makes it only 4. And I forgot that Progress Day also discounts it 1. So I think I was just being stupid, and I just like didn't cast Big Cat for some reason because it was absolutely lethal. And I could come up with reasons to not do it, but they're all wrong. Like, you just cast Big Cat and you win game. Cast Big Cat, opponent attacks you, attack them back. Cast Big Cat. Well done, Majin. Good job. You figured it out. 30-30 overwhelm beats Demacia. Well done. Good job. Very smart. Do you see? This was actually kind of spooky here. So our opponent has 1 copy of like the double freeze spell, which is probably why I actually didn't go for Big Cat. Maybe that's a good reason to not do it. Well, they have the free spell. No, but I knew all the cards in hand. I was just stupid. So they have the free spell. I almost can't block. Like I can't block this. Luckily, I just have a Mystic Shot hanging around, or I would have lost the game here. And I would have been so sad to lose this game. I would have been so sad. Anyway, we get there. Deep Med costs 0. I cast it. Whatever. And that's the game. Get there. 2-1. Honestly, not the tightest play. It's not like I didn't do super bad, but I don't think this is like my greatest match played ever. Oh my god, I was muted the whole match. Oops, my bad. I'm likely favored. Maybe not favored, but like, you know what I mean. Huh. I'll keep Blooming Cultist. Huh. Oh, Jesus. That's bad. That's really bad. We need like, those 3 cards are deader than a doorknob, which is apparently dead because that's the saying or something. Is it dumber than a doorknob? I don't know. I'm rambling. 1 drop. Oh god, I really need to be more specific. That's the 2nd time that's happened to me. I was really hoping to just 2-0 Kayn Vayne, but with this hand, like, I don't think I could 2-0 a piece of plywood. We could possibly get there. We need like 1 drop or 4 drop or Vayne. Huh. Fuck. Yeah, we're getting blasted here. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, you're late.
All monsters die.
I mean, I played this turn because duh. And then I played this next turn. Like, I guess I could have played this turn and just eaten like a ton of tempo loss. And they have Vayne? Shit. Okay, okay. This draws us Kayn. This is actually like a very good draw. Do I want any of these? Ambitious Cultist could be pretty good, actually. I'm drawing Kayn. What do I want with Kayn? Yeah, I'll take Ambitious Cultist. It could get us there. Oh, I'm predicting again. It doesn't fucking matter. So I should have done Shield to get +2/+1, but I'm bad. Ooh, Gem's nice. Vayne. But I'd rather have Vayne anyway. Okay, here we go. Would love to have an equipment here, or, you know, anything to fucking do. That would be so rad. It will still play Kayn to my opponent's Kayn because
the child is gone. The killer remains.
I need to turn these cards on. It's like kind of okay if he dies too because we have Heedless. I don't want him to die, that's for sure.
But never escape.
Oh, if they grab the 3-2, do I just like Momentous? Okay, well now I don't have to make a decision. So that's kind of nice. I don't want to have to make that decision. That's a really hard one. Sure. Okay, let it be my turn, please. Okay. 1 mana tumble. Shit. 2 gems.
Serve me raw. Hush.
Just zoom in. Like the good Lord intended. I have 9 mana. Wish I had Cataclysm.
I will take this power in my lady's name.
Be so sick. Only 1 copy of Concerted. Two freezes though. So we want to not be stupid. If we're stupid, we walk into a freeze and we lose. If we're not stupid, we might be a little too far behind. So it's really an interesting spot we find ourselves in, isn't it? You going after my Kayn? Or you're tumbling? Okay.
How foolish!
Oh man. Do I strike here? Or do I strike here? Put a little damage on Kayn. They can gem, right? But then I have like 3s to block and stuff. I can make it awkward. Maybe I just go here. Take the kill, as it were. I think I do. And then if there's a freeze, we have Momentous. If there's a single, we have Momentous the other way. If there's both, we're screwed. But there's only 2 copies of each. Having both is unlikely. This would prevent, this would prevent our opponent's Kayn from flipping. Now, obviously, this would let both Kayns flip here, but it's better than nothing. I wonder if buffing power was like the line. Because then we trade. Now I'm just stupid. Wow, buffing power was the line. I mean, it wouldn't have worked. Either way, it ended up the same, right? It ended up the same. I can revive my Kayn, but we're in trouble now. That was, like, unfortunate. It was, I think, still the best line, but we are in trouble. And our opponent gets to play Kayn, and it's their turn to attack again. Fucking yikes. Yeah, we just were, like, a little bit behind. Just a little bit behind. Yes, yours. Plus, like, opponent had Vayne on 3. That was brutal for us. It was not ideal. And the worst part is if this Vayne dies, Resurrection will resurrect Vayne, not Kayn, and we absolutely need Kayn. Yeah, so we're just, like, toast here. I think we're just dead. I'm not sure we can win this. For 6. We're so dead. Because I'm gonna have to like sack this. I'm gonna have to put the Darkened Scythe on Cultist and then sack it. Like cast a bunch of spells. I'm gonna have to cast like this and this on Kayn and hope it just works. This sucks. This is my only way. We really needed a strike spell that wasn't Furious Wielder. We were just too far behind. Oh, Expansive Protection. Okay, GG. a great start. Not a great start, especially since I think that was our best matchup. 2-0ing Red Gwen is really hard. It's really hard. I think that Vayne Kayn was like solidly in our favor. The like deck list wise, didn't quite go that way. It's basically who gets Rost first, and yeah, letting my opponent have Rost seemed really bad. Maybe that's what I should have done. But my opponent would have had Rost, played it, and then had a lot of mana, and that would have made things really fucking awkward for me. But maybe I should have done it, right? Just been like, I'll block with my 2-1, and then I just like open attack after Vayne or whatever, right? That was probably better. Yeah, I think that was a throw. I'll keep these. Blooming Cultist isn't great, but it's a Cultist, and you need to get Kayn. Yo, we got a hand. We got a hand here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do we got? What do we got on this side? 2 copies of Quietus, 2 copies of Shadow Isles Tellstones. That's important. 1 House Spider, and the rest is really standard. What up, Kayn? What's cracking, bro? Actually, don't mind seeing another Kayn. Momentous. Momentous is good. I think Momentous is good. Then yeah, we're gonna do this. If you want to blow it up, that's fine with me. Like we keep Momentous because it keeps Kayn out of Quietus range, and then like there's gonna be a spot where we're gonna have to attack with Kayn and hope he doesn't get flocked or something, or you know, like it's just helpful. Or like we're gonna have to attack something a little bit bigger, and this will be helpful to push us over. Plus, like if we get Kayn Quietus, we just lose. So let's just not do that. Do you have Sentry Flock? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Another Aegis. Not ideal, but whatever. Like, I think if the game slows down in any way, shape, or form, it's beneficial for us.
Please, make yourself right.
What else you got? What else you got? Perhaps I should also just Aegis up Vayne and just be like, I got 2 tough people. What are you gonna do about it? 2 cultists away from drawing a Kayn. We already have one, obviously, but I think we just Aegis Vayne. We have the mana. I was scared to like play Vayne last turn and have our opponent just Katarina, and I'd be like, ah, shit. And then I just have to take it.
Allow me.
I will allow you, actually. I'm just going to take 3. Will absolutely 100% allow you. Oh, unless. Oh, unless. Who's Kayn?
The undoing draws near.
Could be like a crumble, I guess, with Tellstones, so maybe I should have waited a turn to do this. It's just so inefficient. Nope. Make sure it says destroy unit. Yep. I wasn't going to let that happen. Now you're going to have to do it the hard way. If our opponent puts Vile Feast on the stack here, we actually Aegis Kayn. As weird as that looks, that's actually the line. What else you got? All right, anything that puts him in flock range. Yeah. Okay, so now we Aegis Kayn. The Scythe is actually not relevant, like for him leveling. He just needs to hit you twice. He just needs to strike twice. So if I can keep him striking with like, you know, because he's tough, we're in a much better spot. Now, if they can still kill this Kayn, right? If they do have like a Shadow Isles Tellstone, things get a little murky for us. Yo, Goo Bear, thank you for the $5, man. Appreciate the donation. I'm sorry that I'm thanking you 15 minutes 15 minutes late. It's the best I can do. Just let me have Kayn. Just pass, bro. It's fine. No! Oh. And then flock. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Ah, he's healed. Let's go. You can't flock. Ooh. That is both copies of my opponent's Quietus. Oh my god, and we ripped Heedless. That's so insane. Free kill, free kill, free kill. Supposed to put that back on. I just didn't. I didn't want to get stunned. I think it's probably worth it for me not to put it back on yet. Because I can tumble with this. And he'll be full health, so he's not going to get like flocked or anything. I do think my opponent has flock, so let's like put them on that in our mind. Opponent has at least one copy of flock. Glimpse. That's fine. That's acceptable. Okay, well that makes the tumble into Darkened Sideline a little bit worse. Kind of.
There is so much to see. Where do I start?
Where do I
Beginning, madam.
He sounds so done with her shit. He's like, just the fucking start, dumbass. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, we can do this, and then we can do this. If our opponent has 2 flocks, we get blown out. But if they don't have 2 flocks, we're Gucci. What are the odds, right? Let's see if they even go for it. Like, blocking with Gwen here sucks. You probably block with the 3-1 and try to line up the block that way. I could put strike on the stack. Right? Like, if our opponent blocks, I just put strike on the stack.
Take your coat.
I don't care about these 1-1s. So I could like just do this and then he strikes. Any levels. Unless our opponent has Tellstones, but if they had Tellstones, they would have crumbled. I could just let this happen again, and then if they don't have double flock, then we get them. Like eventually, right? Is that worth it?
A quick hand delivers a clean kill.
Clean is tiresome.
If you want to kill, like, if you want to keep me from striking, I'm gonna make you work for it. I don't want to walk into like double flock or something. I think that's so bad. I'm not gonna put them on second glimpse because we already think they have a flock that takes 1 card out of their hand. And I think if we get Rost here, we're in really good shape. So we're just gonna do it. This is so weird. This deck is so weird sometimes. Because like getting Kayn flipped is so important because Kayn sucks. But Rost is like insane. He's so beyond good. Wow, they did have Tellstones. Okay, so you mark here. Yeah, okay. Sucks. Whatever. Yep. They did have the Tellstones. I can still revive him. It's okay. I get to draw another Kayn and like whenever I draw another Cultist too, it's not the end of the world. It does kind of suck though. Hey look, Cultist. Cool.
How clever.
Ooh.
Dance partner wherever you go.
Ooh. This? Probably just this, right? Yeah, this. How clever. A dance partner wherever you go. Then we'll likely just do this here.
Nothing to fear.
You bring it 3-1? Yeah. Do I run the same thing? What could you have? Second Tellstones? What are the odds of that? Like, how likely is that really? You know what I mean? I'm not playing around second Tellstones. No shot. Just let me have Rost. Come on, let me have Red Kayn. I'm working so hard. You can Vile Feast your own Gwen if you want. That's fine. I mean, I'm actually annoyed by it if you do, but please don't do that. Just let me have it.
Look
I really just want this stupid ass Kayn, bro. Like, really
Well,
bad. No. No, because then if they have Flock, he dies again. Oh, they have Glimpse. God damn it. Stop. All right, we need to draw like another strike spell, Momentous, anything like that. This is some baby back bullshit, dude. I guess actually I could just Aegis him immediately. That's definitely the line. What am I doing? Okay, so cool. No Flock. No Flock. It's not allowed. Unacceptable. Our opponent is 2 copies of Glimpse down. We'll go after a 1-1 because it's free. Ish. So Eternal Dancers is spooky. I don't have a strike spell anymore. So bad. A pass?
Serve ye still.
Bro. Bro! Oh my god! Just let me flip Kayn! This is ridiculous! Opponent is keep away. Keep away the Kayn.
The party never ends, nor its spirits.
Never play fair.
I can't send in Kayn because, like, okay, I can threaten, though. I can do this and give my opponent, like, an option. Is this good? I don't have a lot of units. It's probably pretty good, right? I don't know, maybe. Anything that keeps Kayn alive, right? Now, if they Blade's Edge here, I get to Cataclysm or a Tumble, but we'll just do this instead. We'll just be like, hey, would you like to take 5? Like, Kayn doesn't flip, but working with what we got here. Flips Vayne.
Every last monster will be purged.
I've never jumped through this many hoops to flip a Kayn in my entire life. This is super dangerous too, because this brings back Gwen, which is obviously a problem. I don't need to tell you that. Okay, so you are gonna shoot the guy. Yeah, like I'm taking like a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. I do have this, which is hopefully gonna buy us some time, and then this hopefully closes the door on our opponent. That mixed with Tumble. I have Pulse to keep our boys safe from like a flock or whatever. Okay.
Where do I start?
At which point does this not work? Does this always work? It should always work here. Here. What do I want to go after? I want to go after this, but that can get flocked, so I guess I go after Cat? Gwen? Katarina is annoying. Gwen. Oh no, he doesn't get pumped. He just gets quick attack, yeah. After Cat it goes. But then he's going to flip, and he's in my hand. And then I'm going to get attacked, and it's going to hurt, and I'm going to have to freeze. And then we try to get there. That looks like the line. Like, I guess I could Shadow Step into Eternal Dancers, and then they flock it, and I'm like, stop. Please. What's this? Do I die if I do this? But this doesn't matter. He gets quick attack. Please just be a mistake. Don't have another one. I'm really tired of you having all the good spells. I need you to like not do that for just like a second. I need like one turn. No, you suck. Gwen's thread the needle? Holy shit. I mean, obviously we have to do this. Okay, so I riposte, right? And then what happens? I riposte. This gets hollowed 3, 6, 6, another 6 Gwen. Ow. I block 6, 6. I fucking die? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No shot that's true, right? No shot.
If we hesitate, we die, and I'm not interested in dying.
I think we die if I do that. That's miserable. 6, 7 plus repot. Okay, I mean we have a new plan. Oh, they're draining.
I'm not done.
We just die. Like Kayn bounces back to my hand, and I don't have a blocker, and then I explode.
Full of fear.
Very good.
Very good. So we got a Freezy Bobeezy. Try to get there. Well, I really wanted it to hit that, but of course it doesn't. That wouldn't make any sense.
Death it is.
dead it is. Shit. Shit. I need this.
Very well.
Block like that. This sucks, man. This is so brutal. I gain so much life. Oh. I'm like playing around. I'm just playing, trying to like make this work. Like I can have this die, right? I can trade like this, but then I think we just are dying. I get to draw rule or something, and then we're gonna die to a harrowing on the following turn. I can't believe all our Kayns died. That was insane. So like my plan was to just block out, keep that, right? And then we tumble, and this attacks for 6, and then I attack for 7, and then I attack. Oh wait, no, that works, I think. You know what? I'm not doing math. Fuck this shit. Welcome to the church of fuck it, we ball. We lose to another flock, I guess, but I think our opponent would have like already played that, so whatever. 6.
I promise.
Here we go. What do you got?
Let the bloodshed begin.
Doesn't actually matter, I don't think. Nice. That was I did not like that.
Expertly done.
Right.
Now to root
I'm gonna go
out
fill
the
up my
next
bottle
phase.
really quick. I'm not even gonna mute my mic because I don't want to not unmute it. Not dead, but oh, here we go. One more, baby. One more. What a surprise. My opponent picked Red Gwen, and they're on the play. No, maybe yes. Goat good, goat bad. I think goat might be bad. I don't even know if I keep Sunburst. It kills Gwen, and that might be good enough, but I really need an answer to Katarina. So maybe I keep this. Now I'll ship it, and if we redraw it, that's fine. Opponent full mold. Okay, that's a Katarina answer. That's good. I don't want to play Sketcher. Hexbliterator.
If it's a people problem, I'm your man. Let's get moving.
Opponent's got a slow hand. Katarina on turn 3 kills our financier. We kill Kat, and then we move on with our lives. But I move on with slightly less mana, which sucks because I can't immediately Hexbliterator like a Gwen.
Quick as the blade.
I hate traffic.
Tellstones kind of blows us out here. Okay, they don't have it. Like that's what the tech's for. Is you get to Shadow Owl's Tellstone, mark the Owl's Katarina, and then it hits and bounces back. So if there's Gwen, I could Sunburst, which is not as good as Hexbliterator, but still good because it deals with Gwen on time. Okay, we have a hand here. I know I'm doing like furiously clicking up here. It's like a nervous habit, or just it's like a tick. I just do it all the time, and then I do it more when I get anxious.
If only she could see me.
Oh yeah, this is a sunburst angle. Kind of sucks, but if they don't glimpse this, Hollowed doesn't trigger, so they'll still be at Hollowed 0, which is really funny to me. However, it does come back from Harrowing and Eternal Dancers, which is a pain in the ass.
Noxus will pay for what they did to us.
Sure, they will. Do I need this? I don't think I need this. Would I rather have this than Second Aphelios? Maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
Done a chump once, right? Like,
Years spent training.
sure.
My paint!
I'll block again.
I know all
All right, we have to keep up Hex Splitterator because of Eternal Dancers. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. Our opponent is setting up one hell of a Harrowing, I will say. Which is spooky. And I guess we can let him attack with Eternal Dancers. It just sucks. I could forgo Bar and go like Goat Aphelios. That's probably fine because it lets us me Gravitum it. If that is what they have. We're gonna go Crescendum. I don't actually want to start killing these things. I want to leave them up because I want to make Harrowing as bad as possible.
A single empire ruled by the true king.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't particularly care. Maybe I just take it. Just take 4. That seems fine. Oh, I'll take 2. Absolutely. You're in there. Pass. I want to do this after I bar. I don't think, like, I think our opponent's Harrowing isn't good enough. It's just, it's Cat Gwen Rune Reckoner, which seems kind of good, but it's, like, also just not. So I'm hoping they don't pull the trigger. Yeah. And then we get to go, like, bar. And then just kind of, like, keep their board awkwardly full. We have a nice high life total, and I want to use it. I'm gonna have to start killing some stuff though. This is like a little too much damage.
Take this outside.
Don't want to kill that. We also have the benefit of like we can go Victor now. Victor, Severum, Infernum, which is very strong.
Not yet.
And I will. I'll take Severum. This is absolutely a path to victory. Cool card. Sure.
Join the glorious.
The only awkward part is that if our opponent immediately Quietuses, which if they have Quietus, they should, I don't get the second gun, which is fine. I can actually just hold on to Severum for the whole turn. If I'm forced to Pale, that's likely the line. Because then if our opponent does make a move next turn, Severum on Victor will likely like kind of stop it. Ooh. Looks like our opponent is going for a flock here. We have the Pale to keep him alive. Would like for that to work. We'll see. Here's Pale. Second flock beats us. Well, beats this line, right? Second flock, Bile Feast, which they haven't really had an opportunity to use yet. Okay, second flock, sure. That's acceptable. Not stoked, but opponent's still on Hollowed 0. I'm not killing any of these. No shot. If I can help it, I would really like to not do that. I'm going to keep this Harrowing as bad as I possibly can for as long as I possibly can. Do I send in Sting Officer? Could like sever him, send in Sting Officer. Kind of want to make some dudes. Definitely want to gain some life. Like, he might ping something, which I guess is a problem, but sometimes you just gotta try to gain life. If we get Vile Feasted, then we're free to just Brood Awakening. Cool. Free to Brood Awakening. Now we are gonna have to make trades here going into the next turn, I believe. It's gonna be really tough for me to keep my like board. I also don't have all the damage I would like to have, right? Like I'm not I don't have like the Victor plus Severum plus Infernum line anymore. I could try to draw Big Cat, which might just win the game on the spot. Don't really know. Join us. That's a lot of damage. We've seen 2 Reckoners already, right? Financier, Big Cat, cat check, cat count. Okay, okay. We've already seen 2 Ruin Reckoners. That means we're good. There's nothing can kill this. As long as we open attack with it. We need to open attack with it. We need to make sure some things die. Make room on board. We can't fill it, right? Can't fill it too much. 17. 18. Anomaly.
It's an awesome day for progress.
Yo, my favorite card. Do I not have the mana? I don't have the mana. I don't have the mana. I'm short. I'm short. Do we just force him to have Sentry? $18. Yeah, I could go like 19, and this costs 2, so I'm short 1. That's okay. We still go for it next turn. Either way, they have to deal with this big ass fucking cat, right? Like either way. Ooh, that's pretty good. Actually, I think I can guarantee a win if I don't cast this. Can I get the amount needed though otherwise? Okay, so if I take Transmogulator, I can probably get there. The problem is like I need to cast 2 things that are unique, and they all cast hella mana. So I think we just start here. Sure. 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 That should do it.
Good steel and a good future.
Big cat, 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 big cat. Big cat! Let's go!
Buckle up.
Get big catted on.
With the Knight's Embrace.
Big cat! Let's go! Oh my god, dude, Big Cat's so sick. Holy shit. What a sick ass card.
And we will find.
Whew. Oh man, what a day. What a day. That puts us at 5-1. 5-1. That means tomorrow we have to win 2 in a row. What am I up against? Are we starting off the morning with a nice Targon Bar Mirror? We are. Let's get to it. We got to watch out for Seraphine shenanigans, obviously. That's like our weakness in the matchup, I believe. I don't want any of this. None of this is like Bar or like Victor, which I really want. Okay, we have Bar. We have Zoe. Now, she's not going to live for very long. I find myself playing Zoe on 6 way more often than I find myself playing Zoe on like 1. Maybe if I had the open attack, like if I had the attack token. But we'll see. Our opponent definitely on more 1-drops with a full 8. Sorry, 6. Plus Zoe, 7. 7 1-drops to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, it's really not that many more. I thought it was. Second Dustbringer, not ideal. Especially with like a cat in hand, right? We're just not really doing anything. Do you think I'll play Zoe?
Is this your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly?
Force out a Mystic Shot or a Thermo Beam or, you know, something. Anything that could have stopped Zoe turn 1 can still stop Zoe turn... Like, anything that could stop Zoe, if I pass priority, can stop Zoe after I pass priority with, like, Mystic Shot. So I'm just going to develop and put a lot of damage in his face. Be like, hey, man, deal with this.
It's our time.
Mystic Shot for Zoe. Imagine there's something like that. Our hand do be sucking. We have Bar, which is like the most important piece. Big Cat, not insane in this matchup because there are a lot of ways to actually like deal with Big Cat. Okay, we don't get the Zoe hit. Very sad. But they're all like usually sorcery speed unless your opponent has like Piltover Tailstones or Fan Club President. But Jay Tamanda will be able to like iterative improvement our cat, so I really like to just not play it as much as possible. Spell Thieves is a pretty good card. We can end up stealing something pretty crazy. I won't cast it until at least something that like draws a card or cycles is cast because we're pretty low on value. No Victor, no Aphelios, right? We're just like we're kind of just beaten down. And so far the only thing in the Spell Thief pool is Mystic Shot, and I don't really want Mystic Shot. Maybe later. The best outcome here, I think, is that Jay Tamanda feels too pressured and decides to Tailstones Aftershock something. That would be fantastic for us because not only is that like not an efficient use of mana, we have a little bit of a follow-up left, and then there's no Aftershock for our Bar. Okay. Into Aphelios, huh? Okay.
As darkness falls, the moon rises.
I am just going to open attack for 6, I think. Ooh.
Lunari, rise.
Yep. Our hands are still... It's still really awkward. Like, this I'm really going to need to be a progress day. But if our opponent also has Bar, it, like, sucks for us. Because I won't be able to, like, Aftershock that and progress day, obviously. And dealing with Bar is really important. Wonder if I am supposed to Spell Thief Mystic Shot. Oh, it feels so bad. But like dealing with Aphelios is pretty important, right? Also not doing anything this turn. They could have the one Guiding Touch. I was supposed to do this. Like, this is a misplay. I had just not decided to make this line yet. I was supposed to do this in response, like our opponent lines up the block and then I throw the Mystic Shot. That way he doesn't just get he doesn't get a second weapon for free, right? I'm sorry. It hits bot. That's a pretty good hit actually, especially with these Tauros. That's not ideal for us. It's not the worst thing on the planet. It just makes his discard cards a lot better. It can be mana intensive to use, but again, our hand sucks. It does nothing. Our opponent's at 12, so that's good, I guess. But, you know, this is going to be a lot of, like, not actually any damage getting pushed through for a while. Especially knowing that our opponent has the Poros. Safety disengage. Like, they're pretty fantastic jumpers. Calibrum can take out an attacker. The second cat is the worst draw in our deck, unfortunately. Oh, and Fan Club President. That's brutal, because we don't do anything this turn. Like, any card would allow us to do something. Pharaoh's Financier, Stupid Solari Sunhawk, Spacey Sketcher, right? Like, we have a lot of good draws. These, unfortunately, are the worst ones. But that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll try. We'll make it work. We have to. Okay, yep. Get passed on is sad. Anyway, here's Bar. Radiant Guardian? Okay, I mean, that's a card, right? That is a card. I'm really going to have to use this for Progress Day, which just sucks. I don't want to do that. Yep, that dies. We have, like, a lot of discard outlets when we do draw our discard fodder, right? I'm talking, like, Poro Cannon, Spacey Sketcher, and Zonai Urchin. Those are our only actual discard fodder in the deck. But when we draw them, we will be pretty ready to go. Double Cat means I could possibly get tricky and, like, sneak one in, right? But that's going to require... That's going to be deep into the game. We're going to be probably, like, turn 12 before I think that's, like, something that could actually happen. Opponent's Seraphine is almost leveled, which is not great. We have Sunburst, which is great, but 3 copies of Seraphine, rough to deal with. We have a bit of a tempo advantage considering we have Bar, but again, our hand sucks. It's really bad. Pharaoh's Financier could get us some gas here. I'm down to probably play that before we Progress Day, mostly because, okay, well, shoot. Now the question is, like, do we Aftershock that, or do we play for Progress Day? And I think we just shoot it immediately. Having the bar advantage is a pretty big deal. We can look for something with Financier. I'm looking, like, I will be looking for anything that gives me value, right? Progress Day is probably the number one. Glorious Evolution might be next. Except, like, the big problem with Glorious Evolution is that I don't have any gas. I have no cards. I'm not going anywhere, right? Opponent going off. What else? Sputtering could be really good. Oh, Rummage. It's really strong. At least Rummage didn't happen post Seraphine. That would have sucked. Okay, we blow it up. I'll do a little bit of blocking so I can get Radiant Guardian down, right? Yeah.
You leave me no recourse.
I'll block with both. I don't want to take this much damage. That's a lot. And, like, this deck, the Seraphine version burns you out a lot easier than the other one does. Hextech Anomaly, probably the pick, and we just wait for it to hit something insane.
Awesome day for progress.
Eclectic Collection would have been really good, except I don't have any units. So we'll pass on that one.
For the fallen.
Unyielding Spirit, not very good. Mystic Shot, not very good. Kind of some stinkers here. I'll take my open, gain a little bit of life. Yeah. Eat a unit, whatever. This is going to go after a... This is going to go after a Seraphine, probably. We really need to draw cards. Another bar would be pretty awesome. Zonai Urchin. Drum Solo. Fan Club President. Victor. Spacey Sketcher. Spacey Sketcher into a dog would be sick. Because I could discard one of these, grab a doggo, play it, draw a card. Beautiful. Even a Felios would be nice. Because I could start cycling through things and, like, actually put some pressure on the board, which could leave our opponent, like, dead to cat. Do I shoot this? I think I might shoot that. Tired of getting pinged every turn. Not that it really matters, but we need to be building towards our big cat. Oh, I already cast a Mystic Shot. There's Seraphine.
That was great. Now let's really bring it.
Yeah. Okay. Expected.
God writes the songs. I just sing them.
We kill her. We hope nothing too crazy happens in the interim. Oof. Well, that's pretty much worst case scenario. That means we probably die. Wait, another Seraphine got burned. I mean, we're just gonna get outvalued at this point. Like, this needs to flip into like Progress Day or something. Something that draws me a bunch of cards. Sure. Do I just cast this for free? Yeah. I have enough discard. Wasting the mana doesn't really matter, like, because I'm not casting anything. But that's 2 Seraphines down.
The journey is difficult.
Sure.
This will protect you.
We need this to turn into something that doesn't suck. Because our opponent probably is going to hit like second bar and stuff. 4 Demacia absolutely sucks. That is a horrible... Oh, second bar! That is an unplayable card. It doesn't do anything for us. This Aphelios too? Big cat. Well, I'm fucked. Yep. I could have a lot of ways to deal with this, and I did not draw them. So we play bar and we pray. Unlucky. Double big cat, yeah. Unfortunate. Got kind of rolled there. Like, we just didn't do anything for a while. We had, like, an aggressive start with our 1-drops, and then we did, like, absolutely nothing, which was pretty bad. So, we're just going to have a 2-0 Nora Vhagar. Yeah, that was kind of a poopy draw for us. We had bar, which is cool, but... maybe I needed a progress day. I don't know. I was hoping our draws would get us there. Okay, Nora Vhagar. We want Vayne. We want Bakai. And I think Aegis is actually really, really good. I am going to mulligan Combat Cook. I'm looking for, like, the Elusive Cultist. Riposte is not the best, but it could be really good later in the game. Like, we want to find Cultist, right? Aegis is really, really important because it gets your stuff out of range of their pings. Second Vayne? Don't think so. I think I'll skip. None of those are cultists. Take 2. We don't want to see Catalyzer. That would be annoying. Wow, I cannot get rid of these combat cooks. We also can't deal with Nora. I've shipped like 4 combat cooks. Deck wants me to have one so bad. Opponent gets Nora going. That sucks. I can't deal with it in any way, shape, or form. I have no single combats, no cataclysms. Heedless is cool, except nothing's dying.
Well, aren't you the cutest thingamadee I ever did see?
I'm gonna jam. We want Vayne to level like as fast as physically possible. Even though like getting this kind of dinged and giving my opponent's portal is a bad idea. Man, I wish I had any way to deal with a unit. Like, if our opponent plays Vhagar next turn, too, we just, like, lose.
Step lively.
Yep, you're in there again. I'm going to pass Prio just to try to keep my opponent off Vhagar. 4 mana is scarier than 3. Fuck me, man. This is just... it's just not my day. It's just not my day. Sometimes you're just not right. You're not going to win, and I think that's today. I
seek a weapon worthy of Naga Keburos.
Try to get Vayne leveled. Maybe we can just cheese him out. You're welcome to block with Vhagar if you want.
Give up now.
Vayne's at 2. So we can level her next turn if she doesn't, you know, die. But it should be pretty easy to keep her alive, I think.
Witness true
power. A 3/4. Sick. Man, our opponent is just a gamer, dude. Just an athlete. Quick attack 1 looks better than fearsome. It like immediately dies to darkness, whereas fearsome doesn't. But
a good Good fights, the spice of
I'll
life.
take this one.
Garlic works in a pinch.
Garlic works in a pinch. If they're killing this guy, they're not killing Vayne, which is something.
Oh, the suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts.
Sick, sick.
Pots a boiling.
Ashes and stardust.
I can play Bakai to draw Kayn.
As for
This is gonna be really shit. I want a strike spell. I have like a lot. Singles, cataclysms, furious wielders, concerted strikes, multiples of Kayn. I have a lot of ways to do this. It's just not happening. Keep her alive just a little bit longer. I really wanted to be able to play Kayn this turn, but can't always get what you want. Okay, our opponent like levels Nora, which is great. Oh, they hit a really good unit too. Can you stop, like, for once? This just gets blocked by a spider. Then they get to play this guy. We're gonna flip Vayne though. That's the plan. So if we're gonna do that, we need to get her flipped.
Will be purged.
We need to start putting damage in our opponent's face. This doesn't really put any damage in their face. The only damage we've done is actually from Buru Cultist, which is so great. Perhaps the fearsome weapon would have been better. I don't know. It just didn't look that good at the moment.
I'm quite ready.
Where like I needed something that could keep attacking through. Because it would just get blocked by like Badger Bear plus Pokesticked. Opponent gets to hit us with Nora.
Off we go.
If I had an elusive cultist, like, we kind of would have a whole different game going on here. And you have another support unit. That's insane, actually. I mean, I get to kill Snooze Bottom, which I guess is cool, but like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? Worried about Decinata. Like, when Decinata hits the board, we just, like, lose. Because Veigar's just ticking up so much. We could maybe get, like, a cheese kill in there, but that's about it. Yeah, here's Kayn. We had to use our momentous choices, so we're weak to Quietus, which is Lovely. Wow. Okay. That sucks. So this just runs in a Badger Bear, which sucks.
It's over 9.
Because it didn't kill anything. And then we get decimated next turn and we like lose the game. Is there any line that lets me beat Decinata? Probably not. I don't think so.
If we hesitate, we die, and I'm
Vayne,
not
shut
interested
up.
in dying.
I mean, yeah, we could like tumble Kayn and bounce off a 3/4, and that sucks. We can do this and like try to get more damage in.
I will take this power in my lady's name.
Should get blocked here.
No, you. Noodles.
Maybe I do tumble Kayn, and then next turn if our opponent designates, I tumble Kayn again and then riposte to keep him alive. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. Yep, expected. If there's like a bunch of ping spells in our opponent's hand, well then like Kayn's gonna die, but whatever. We're doing what we can. We're doing our best out here. I'm not saying that it's good, but we are trying. Another Buru cultist. Where are the other ones? There's fucking Decinata, because he's got everything. 6 to all my shit. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And then we need no ping spell, which like I don't know what our opponent could really have if there's no ping spell.
Get him, Des.
There it is. Kayn also does not get resurrected. It's Vayne that's going to get resurrected. Because she's the bigger champion that died. Big our levels. I can't believe the deck with strike spells and challengers couldn't deal with a single unit the entire game. No one, it couldn't kill a 1/2 and a 1/1 the whole game. Okay, so Veigar's hitting me for 7. So I need to not go. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going that low anyway.
Say your prayers. Death it is. Very well.
The only way we could keep above Veigar killing us is if I like block this and trade Vayne. But if we trade Vayne, we're never winning.
Death it is.
So I'll just prevent a little bit of damage. And then the plan is to draw a strike spell. We have all of them still in the deck. All of them. So, you know, maybe we'll actually draw one.
better the trophy.
Witness true power.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Just not my day to win. Sometimes you're just unlucky. And today was my day to be unlucky, I guess. There's absolutely nothing I could have done in either of the games. And that's very frustrating for me. Oh. You were showing up. We'd have a real fucking game. Yep. Well, that's my world's run, I guess. 5-1 to just
And we will
drop poo-poo twice in a row while my opponent always had it. What are you gonna do? Alright, what are you gonna do? Oh, well. I'm upset. I'm pretty tilted. So I'm just gonna go do something else now. Good luck to everyone else who's still in. I'll see you guys later.